Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my brothers and sisters. Many people ask, how many times should I read Durood Pak so that Allah fulfills my wish? And the answer is not in a number. The answer is in your heart. Durood Pak is one of the most beautiful forms of remembrance. When you send blessings upon the Prophet Muhammad, you are not only praising him, you are inviting Allah's mercy into your life. But remember, reading Durood is never meant to be a transaction. I read this many times, now I want this in return. No, we read Durood because we love the Prophet, because we appreciate his sacrifice, because we seek closeness to Allah. If you want your wish to be fulfilled, don't focus on how many, but on how sincere. Sometimes a single Durood recited with a broken heart, with tears in your eyes, may be more powerful than thousands spoken without attention. Allah loves consistency. Even if you read a small amount every day, after Fajr, while driving, before sleeping, it builds a connection between you and the Almighty. And when that connection strengthens, doors open without you even asking. My brothers and sisters, when you make Durood a habit, you will notice a change. Your heart becomes softer, your worries lighten, your path becomes clearer. And when you make a dua, it rises with the fragrance of Durood. And Allah, in His perfect wisdom, responds at the perfect time. So instead of asking, how much should I read for my wish to come true? Ask yourself, how much am I willing to connect with Allah? Because when your relationship with Him improves, your entire life improves. Keep reading Durood Pak with love, with humility and with trust. Present your wishes to Allah, then leave the outcome to Him. What He chooses for you will always be better than what you choose for yourself. Durood Pak, the sending of blessings and salutations upon the Prophet Muhammad, is one of the most beautiful acts of worship in Islam. It is a means of drawing closer to Allah and gaining His mercy, but it is essential to understand the intention behind it. Often, people treat Durood Pak as if it were a kind of transactional tool, a spiritual formula to be recited a certain number of times to achieve specific desires or worldly gains. They ask, how many times should I recite Durood so that my wish comes true? While there is nothing wrong in seeking Allah's help and mercy through acts of worship, it is crucial to remember that Durood is fundamentally an act of love, respect and connection, not a bargaining mechanism. The power of Durood Pak does not lie in numbers alone, but in the sincerity of the heart with which it is recited. The essence of Durood is to express love and reverence for the Prophet Muhammad, who is the beloved of Allah, the mercy to the worlds, and the guide for all humanity. Every time we recite Durood, we acknowledge his sacrifices, his struggles, his patience, and his devotion to conveying the message of Allah. We are participating in an act that strengthens the bond between ourselves, the Prophet, and Allah. It is a reflection of the love we hold in our hearts for the Messenger, a love that should be genuine and heartfelt. Allah has promised that whoever sends blessings upon the Prophet, He Himself will send blessings upon that person. This is a profound spiritual exchange, not one based on counting, but on devotion and sincerity. Many people make the mistake of focusing solely on quantity. They believe that if they recite Durood 100, 1,000 or 10,000 times, their wishes will automatically be granted. This misunderstanding reduces a deeply spiritual act to a ritualistic exercise, stripping it of its soul and meaning. The Quran reminds us that Allah looks at our hearts and intentions above all else. Acts of worship performed with sincerity, even if small in number, carry immense weight in the sight of Allah. Conversely, acts performed mechanically or with ulterior motives may hold little value. Therefore, the real power of Durood Pak comes not from repetition alone, but from the devotion, humility and consciousness with which it is recited. When we send blessings upon the Prophet with a sincere heart, we invite the mercy of Allah into our lives. The Prophet said that whoever sends blessings upon him once, Allah will send 10 blessings upon that person in return. Imagine the spiritual elevation that occurs when this is done not out of routine, but with true love and focus. Each Durood becomes a connection, a bridge that brings us closer to Allah, purifies our hearts, and aligns our souls with divine guidance. This is why scholars emphasize that Durood should be recited with understanding, reflection, and devotion, not merely as a mechanical act aimed at personal gain. It is also important to remember that life is not a simple ledger of rewards and wishes. Allah is most wise, and His response to our supplications is based on what is truly beneficial for us, even if we do not immediately see it. Durood Pak recited out of genuine love for the Prophet, prepares our hearts to accept the wisdom of Allah. It teaches patience, humility, and trust. When we let go of the idea of I must do this many times to get that result and instead recite Durood as a natural expression of love and devotion, we align ourselves with Allah's plan. The blessings that come from this are often greater than any specific wish we might have had, encompassing peace, guidance, and spiritual growth. Furthermore, sending Durood regularly cultivates a spiritual awareness that permeates our daily lives. It reminds us of our purpose, strengthens our connection with the Prophet, and softens our hearts toward the remembrance of Allah. The effect of sincere Durood extends beyond personal gain. It becomes a source of mercy for the entire community, a means of earning intercession on the Day of Judgment, and a continuous flow of blessings in this life and the next. In conclusion, the first and foremost principle about Durood Pak is to understand it as a blessing, not a transaction. Its value lies not in counting how many times we say it, but in the sincerity, love, and devotion that we put into every word. When we recite Durood with a pure heart, we invite Allah's mercy, strengthen our spiritual connection, and participate in an act that brings eternal reward. Let us remember that Durood is a reflection of our love for the Prophet and a manifestation of our devotion to Allah. By focusing on sincerity rather than numbers, we transform this beautiful act of worship into a powerful means of spiritual elevation, guidance, and closeness to Allah. And insha'Allah, every genuine supplication and wish will be accepted in the way that is best for us. In our journey of faith and worship, one of the most important lessons we can learn is the value of consistency. Many of us are drawn to the idea of achieving something quickly, expecting immediate results, and measuring our devotion by grand gestures or large numbers. This is true whether we are performing daily prayers, making dua, or reciting Durood Pak. We often ask, how much should I do? As if our deeds were counted like coins in a jar. Yet, Allah repeatedly reminds us through His words and the teachings of His messenger that what truly matters is consistency and sincerity, not mere quantity. Small, regular acts of devotion carry tremendous weight in the sight of Allah, and they often bring greater reward than sporadic bursts of effort that are forgotten soon after. Consistency is a sign of true commitment. It reflects a heart that is connected to Allah, a soul that values the relationship with its Creator, and a person who understands that faith is not an occasional event but a lifestyle. The Prophet said that the most beloved deeds to Allah are those done consistently, even if they are small. This teaching is profound because it shifts our focus from measuring our worship by how much we can do in one sitting to how reliably we maintain our devotion over time. When we recite Durood daily, even if it is only once or twice, or when we pray consistently 5 times a day, we create a rhythm of worship that shapes our character, disciplines our mind, and nurtures our soul. Consistency over quantity also helps us cultivate patience and perseverance. Life is full of distractions, challenges, and moments when we feel weak or unmotivated. In such times, trying to accomplish a large, overwhelming number of acts may lead to discouragement or burnout. But a small act done every day with mindfulness and dedication builds resilience. It teaches us that worship is not about instant results but about nurturing a lasting connection with Allah. Every recitation, every prayer, every act of kindness done consistently becomes a thread in the tapestry of our spiritual life, weaving strength and beauty into our character over time. Another beautiful aspect of consistency is that it allows us to experience the cumulative effect of our actions. When we recite Durood daily, it is not just an isolated act. It begins to influence our thoughts, our behavior, and our heart. Our love for the Prophet deepens, our awareness of Allah's presence grows, and we become more conscious of the need to live in accordance with His guidance. The Prophet taught us that even a smile to your brother is charity, and even small deeds done consistently are greatly rewarded. This shows that Allah values the pattern of our devotion and the regular effort we make to maintain it, far more than occasional grand gestures performed without discipline or focus. Consistency is also linked to sincerity. When we make small acts a regular part of our life, they cease to be performed for show or to impress others. They become a natural expression of our relationship with Allah. Our hearts are not preoccupied with the numbers or the comparison to others. but with the quality of our devotion. The act itself becomes a source of spiritual nourishment. Over time, consistent worship transforms from a duty into a habit of the heart. And the heart, in turn, becomes more receptive to Allah's guidance and mercy. Moreover, consistency teaches us humility. It reminds us that we cannot rely solely on occasional bursts of effort or on our own abilities. We are human, and our strength varies from day to day. By committing to small, regular acts of worship, we acknowledge our dependence on Allah and accept that our spiritual growth is a journey, not a race. We learn to value persistence, patience, and the small victories that accumulate into profound spiritual development. Every daily Durood recitation, every heartfelt prayer, every act of kindness done consistently becomes a seed planted in the fertile soil of our soul, which Allah nurtures in ways we may not immediately perceive. Finally, consistency over quantity ensures sustainability. Life is unpredictable, and there will always be times when circumstances make it difficult to perform large acts of worship. However, when we focus on consistency, we create a practice that is resilient to life's challenges. It becomes a spiritual anchor, something we carry with us even through trials, fatigue, or hardship. By committing to regular, sustainable acts of devotion, we ensure that our connection with Allah remains unbroken, that our hearts remain aligned with His guidance, and that our spiritual life continues to flourish regardless of external conditions. In essence, the principle of consistency over quantity is a reminder that Islam values steady, sincere devotion over occasional grand displays. Allah looks at our hearts, our intentions, and the regularity of our effort. The Prophet taught us that even a small act done consistently is beloved to Allah, and it has the power to transform our hearts, our character, and our entire life. By embracing consistency, we cultivate patience, humility, resilience, and a deeper connection with Allah. We learn that true success is not measured by numbers or comparison, but by the dedication of our heart and the regularity of our devotion. Small acts done faithfully and persistently are, in the eyes of Allah, monumental. And over time, they yield blessings, guidance, and rewards far beyond what we could imagine. In the journey of worship and devotion, the state of the heart is perhaps the most critical factor in whether our prayers, our du'as, and our recitation of Durood Pak are accepted. It is often said that actions are judged by intentions, and this principle is central to Islamic spirituality. A heart connected to Allah transforms simple acts into profound worship. Without this connection, even the most numerous acts of worship may lack the depth and impact that Allah desires from His servants. Therefore, when we recite Durood, offer prayers, or supplicate for our wishes, it is not just the outward act that counts, but the inner presence of our hearts. The sincerity and focus of the heart elevate our deeds from mere ritual to a source of divine closeness. A heart connected to Allah is attentive, humble, and aware of His presence in every moment. It is a heart that feels awe and love for the Creator, recognizing that He is the source of all goodness, mercy, and guidance. When we approach Allah with a heart full of awareness, our du'as are not merely words, they are heartfelt cries, laden with hope, humility, and dependence. The Prophet reminded us that Allah is closer to us than our jugular vein, and a heart that remembers this truth will naturally turn to Him in every circumstance, seeking guidance, protection, and mercy. This connection is the essence of worship. For Allah does not simply measure our deeds by their outward appearance, but by the sincerity, devotion, and focus of our hearts. Sincerity is a cornerstone of this connection. Many people recite Durood, make dua, or perform acts of worship routinely without truly feeling the presence of Allah in their hearts. This is why some find that their wishes or prayers are not fulfilled in the way they expect. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, responds not to the words alone, but to the devotion behind them. A heart filled with true love for Allah, and the Prophet transforms a simple recitation into a means of spiritual nourishment. The Prophet said that Allah is pleased with the servant who engages in His remembrance, even for a moment, with a heart that is present, humble, and attentive. It is this presence of heart, more than the mere repetition of words, that makes the difference. When a heart is connected to Allah, patience and trust naturally follow. One of the most common challenges we face is that we want immediate results. We want our wishes fulfilled instantly, our du'as answered right away, and our problems resolved without delay. But a heart connected to Allah understands that His wisdom governs all affairs. Sometimes the response to our prayers may be delayed, or it may come in a form we do not expect. Yet, a heart connected to Allah trusts in His plan, recognizing that His knowledge is perfect and His timing is precise. This trust allows a believer to continue reciting Durood Pak, to keep making dua, and to maintain consistency in worship without losing hope or becoming disheartened. Moreover, a heart connected to Allah brings humility. When we truly acknowledge our dependence on Him, we recognize that we are weak without His guidance, mercy, and blessings. This humility deepens our sincerity and makes our acts of worship more meaningful. We approach Allah not with arrogance or expectation, but with love, reverence, and the awareness that everything good in our lives comes from Him. This perspective transforms our supplications from mere requests into expressions of submission and devotion, aligning our hearts with the divine will. The connection of the heart to Allah also fosters mindfulness in our daily lives. It reminds us that every moment is an opportunity to remember Him, to recite durood, to pray, and to seek His guidance. A connected heart does not compartmentalize worship. It integrates it into every action, every thought, and every interaction. Even in mundane tasks, the believer remembers Allah, seeking His pleasure and striving to align actions with His guidance. This constant remembrance strengthens the heart, purifies intentions, and cultivates a deep spiritual resilience that sustains faith through trials and challenges. Furthermore, a heart connected to Allah opens the door to acceptance of our supplications. When we approach Him with sincerity, humility, and trust, our prayers carry the fragrance of devotion. The Prophet taught that Allah loves those who call upon Him with persistence and presence of heart. Durood Pak, recited from a heart that is genuinely present and connected, elevates the spiritual status of the believer and invokes Allah's mercy in ways that transcend mere numbers or formulas. It is the heart's connection that transforms supplication into a profound spiritual exchange between the servant and the Creator. Ultimately, a heart connected to Allah brings peace and contentment. It teaches the believer to rely on divine wisdom, to submit with patience, and to find comfort in remembrance. It transforms worship from a duty into a source of joy, hope, and spiritual nourishment. Every durood, every prayer, every act of remembrance becomes a means to strengthen this connection, to purify the heart, and to invite Allah's blessings into our lives. A heart in constant communion with Allah experiences a serenity and closeness that transcends worldly challenges. And this is the true success of a believer in both this life and the hereafter. In conclusion, the state of the heart is central to our worship and supplications. Without a heart connected to Allah, actions may lack depth, meaning, and divine acceptance. With a heart full of awareness, love, humility, and trust, even the smallest act becomes powerful and transformative. Durood Pak recited with such a heart is not just words, it is a means of drawing near to Allah, seeking His mercy, and nurturing a lifelong connection that enriches both the soul and the life of the believer. Durood Pak, the act of sending blessings upon the Prophet Muhammad, holds a unique and profound place in the life of a believer. It is more than mere words recited from the tongue. It is a spiritual practice that carries with it immense blessings, mercy, and peace. One of the most beautiful aspects of durood is that it is a direct means of drawing closer to Allah, a way to open the doors of His mercy, and a source of tranquility for the heart. When recited with sincerity and love, durood transforms ordinary moments into opportunities for spiritual elevation and divine connection. The Prophet Muhammad is described in the Quran as a mercy to the worlds. By sending blessings upon him, we are participating in that mercy, acknowledging his pivotal role in guiding humanity and inviting Allah's own mercy into our lives. Every durood we recite serves as a reminder of the Prophet's character, his patience, his compassion, and his devotion to Allah. It is as if each recitation reverberates through our hearts, awakening love for the Messenger and rekindling our commitment to follow his guidance. The act of durood, therefore, is not just about praising the Prophet, but about establishing a spiritual bond that brings us closer to Allah Himself. When a believer recites Durood with awareness, the